welcome back to our channel, Studio Review. My name's Molly.
And I'm Paul.
And today we are at PortAventura World.
It's a little bit wet today, but we are here for 4 days, so hopefully we can get some nice sunshine, but we're going to go make the most that we can today and take you guys along.
Let's go!
So we've made it inside the park. A lot of the rides are currently not open just yet, which is because of the weather, but it has actually stopped raining at the minute, so hopefully very soon we'll be able to get on some rides and take you guys along as best we can and give you our thoughts.
This right here is the park map. It is a pretty big park. We right now are here. We are going to make our way around down here, turn Asia and Shambhala, try and get on them if they're available, and then just slowly work our way around. But yeah, it is a pretty big park, so we have a lot to explore.
So for both me and Molly, this is our first time at this park, so neither of us really have any clue where we're going or what we're doing. So we're going to really treat today as an exploration day. We're going to have a proper walk around, get a feel for where everything is. So our plan is to go to the back of the park, start there, work our way forward and see what the park has to offer.
So we have just walked into Asia, heading over to Shambhala. It's currently on a 10-minute wait. We'll see how long it is by the time we get there. And everyone's kind of rushing there at the moment. But look, it's about to go down the first drop. This is so exciting. There it goes. Whoa. So we have just gotten to the China section of the park and we're about to go on Shambhala for the first time. It's only a 20-minute wait. We've heard some great things about this ride and we are so excited to give it a go. Unfortunately, we cannot take you along with on-ride filming, but we will tell you all about it and our thoughts when we get off.
See you now. So we've just had our ride on Shambhala. Yeah, I really like that ride. It's taller than Hyperion and similar sort of initial drop and even similar sort of lap bar. Yeah, really good, really fast ride. Definitely one I like and one I would recommend. Molly, what about you?
I really loved it. It was so exciting going up, and actually Dragon Khan was going up at the same time, so we had some nice ride interaction. We were all waving as we were going up the lift hill, which was really great. The seats on there and the lap bars were so comfortable, which made it such a great experience. And I was grinning the whole time like an actual Cheshire cat. And they actually film you on ride there as well. So we looked at our video and it was just so funny. We're literally grinning and the wind is just going for our hair, and it's very, I don't look very flattering on the roller coasters, but we enjoyed it. And yes, now we are going to head to Dragon Khan. One thing that I think kind of like write down for me a tiny bit was the operations on there were a bit slow and they were only running it on a one train service. I definitely feel like they could have had two and it would have made that whole process a lot more smoother. Initially, it did say when we started queuing up, we were to wait for 20 minutes, but actually we waited around 70 minutes. So definitely if they had another train on there, we could definitely sped up that process. So right now we are heading on to Dragon Khan. This is the other coaster in the China section of the park, and it is about 40 minutes wait. We'll actually see if that is true or not, or if that is underestimated. This is a B&M coaster, and there are quite a few versions on this, so I might feel a little bit sick, but when we get up, we'll tell you all about it and then show you the Asia section of the park. have just come off at Dragon Con, and on that coaster are 8 inversions, and my god, do I feel like I've been through 8 inversions. I didn't particularly like it. The restraints were, and they were okay, but I feel like with those ones you just kind of hit your head, and I'm very sensitive to headaches and things like that anyway. So I do feel a little bit rattled. But yeah, Paul, what did you think of Dragon Con?
Yeah, I don't mind that one. It's probably not one of the better coasters out there, but it's still a pretty decent coaster. I'd say very similar to the Hulk at Universal Islands of Adventure. It's probably a little bit of an older one now, so it does rattle a bit more. So even I felt a little bit headbangy on that one.
Yeah.
I think now we're just going to have a sort of general chill as we walk around the park, let Molly's brain unscramble a bit, and then see what else we can go on. So we're just having a little explore around the China area. Yeah, the film in here is really nice. All the lampposts look like Chinese lanterns, and there's loads of dragons and lanterns. Even the music playing here is very in keeping with the theme. I noticed even the signs for the toilets have paintings of traditional Chinese men and women. So I thought that was quite a nice little touch. But yeah, we're going to carry on exploring here and see what else there is.
We have just walked into the Mexican section of the park, and right now we have stumbled across El Diablo. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's only a 10-minute wait apparently, so we are gonna give this a go. I have no idea about this ride, honestly. The only 2 rides that I kind of researched before this trip was Shambhala and Dragon Con, so everything else is a complete surprise. Yeah, we're gonna check this one out. Only a 10-minute wait, which is pretty good. We'll see what the wait time actually is, because so far they've said they've been a lot shorter and really would wait a lot longer than they actually are. So we will see. But this looks interesting. The theming's quite good.
So we've just had a go on El Diablo. Yeah, it's all right. It's a little family coaster. I'd say it's quite similar to Thunder Mountain. More mind-themed and less nostalgic, but yeah, I thought it was okay. What did you think, Molly?
I think it was alright, but for me, the layout was just a little bit. You would go around and then you go up a lift hill, and then you would go around and get some more layout, and then you go up another lift hill. So there was just a lot of lift hills. So it's not stop and starting, and I was kind of feeling a bit like, oh, is that it? But yeah, I mean, it was a great family coaster, especially for younger ones as well. But yeah, I think we are on to it.
And the trains are just going past us as we're doing this little trip. We're going to go explore the rest of Mexico, see what they're and hopefully we can find somewhere to grab some food.
We have just walked into the Mexican area as you are greeted with this. This is Hurricane Condor, and there's actually a twin drop tower. I will not be going on that. For me, drop towers are not my favourite thing, and that is really tall. But yeah, Paul might do at some point over the next few days, but that is just not my cup of tea. But it's very impressive. It's very, very high. That's them. Wild. So we just finished up having some food in the cantina. We had some burritos and a burrito bowl. It was very, very nice. Now we are feeling a lot more refreshed for the second half of our park day. Right now it is around nearly 5 o'clock. The park is open today until 10:30. So we do have quite a lot of hours and time left in the park. So right now we are heading to Far West, and we are going to explore this area and see what else we can get up to.
So we've made it over into the far west. It's very western themed here. There is two big roller coasters that interlock. The Stampida and Tomahawk. They are two wooden roller coasters, which are just behind us here. Yeah, they're interlock. We're sailing on them, so we're going to at some point today probably jump on at least one of those, give them a try, and let you know. But first, we're going to have a little explore of this area and see what there is.
We're currently just walking around Far West, and there are loads and loads of themed shops and little restaurants and eateries. Really, really cool. They have the steakhouse over here. That is quite cool. I feel like we might check that out at some point. And there is Stampida and Tomahawk around the corner. We might do those. Yeah, so far, I think theming-wise, this is probably my favourite area.
So we just got off of the Grand Canyon Rapids. I was just really impressed with that. It was a lot faster than, say, the rapids at Fort Park. Not quite as wet as the rapids at Busch Gardens, but there was a really good pace to it, really nice and fast. Our boat was spinning quite a bit.
Yeah.
Did get a little bit wet, but not very dramatically wet. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. What did you think, Molly?
I really liked it. There was some nice theming around the canyon, but we were spinning so fast. I think it was because we had a full boat, but we were just spinning around. And as you saw from our POV, we were a bit tense at some points, and I did get a tiny bit wet. But it said the advertised queue time was 40 minutes. It was literally just walk on.
Yeah,
so not
about
sure.
2 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, so really not sure what is going on with the wait times here today. They're either really overestimated or underestimated, we find. But otherwise, it was a nice little ride.
Molly is running because she has spotted the dino store, and it is open. As you can tell from the dinosaur hanging off from Molly's bag, Molly is a big fan of dinosaurs. So, yes, we are going in the dino store. Molly has found the bigger size, and I'd say that fits.
It's a little short.
It fits. Can you do it up? Then it fits.
12 seconds later.
We have been into the dino store, and Molly has made herself a purchase. She is now the proud owner of a dinosaur hoodie, which she is now definitely going to be wearing for the rest of the day. So here we go.
So we are just in the shop in the China section, and they have some really cool things in here. They have some things for the rides, obviously Shambhala and Dragon Khan, but they also have some traditional things from China. Really sweet, really good things. There is also a massive play area. We aren't going to go into it obviously because there are children in here, but look at this. This looks really, really fun. It looks like a massive dragon with a slide and loads of things to climb on. But now we are going to go over the bridge and headed towards Shambhala and Dragon Khan.
So just having another little explore around the park. We're back in the China section. The park is actually open till 10:30, but some of the guests have already started to clear out, so some of the ride queues are getting a bit shorter, so this will be a good opportunity for us to jump in some more. At the end of the day, there is a parade, and then right at the very end, there is also some fireworks, so we'll definitely stay to check those out. And as always, we'll take you along. And but now we're going to head back over to Mexico. I want to really explore these areas today, and then check out some of the other ones on another day. So yeah, let's head over there.
Done the Tempo del Fuego, and it was quite good. Obviously the whole thing is in Spanish, so we didn't understand it, but we could get an overall gist of the storyline, and then we did actually record a little bit of the show, so spoiler alert, but that is the main event. And what happens, they had some great pyrotechnics and great effects in there. Now we are heading to Far West. We are going to try and get on Stampida, and then it should probably be around maybe 9 o'clock, and then we just wait around for the fireworks. So let's head on to Stampida. Of course, it is now getting into nighttime, and Far West is looking absolutely stunning at this time of night with the rock work in the background and all the lights. It's looking very atmospheric, and it is just looking so picturesque. We are about to go on to Stampida for the first time. It's a 20-minute wait. It's pretty good, but we will actually see how long the wait time is. And it is a wooden roller coaster. Looks pretty cool, and then intertwined with it is also Tomahawk, the junior wooden coaster. So let's go check this out.
So we've just had a go on Stampida. I actually really enjoyed that ride. It's a wooden roller coaster. It's a lot ricketier than I expected, but it was also a lot faster than I expected. And it was a joining coaster, which neither of us expected. What did you think of it, Molly?
I really liked it. So when you queue, it says choose a color, red or blue. We chose to go with red. We sadly lost, but that was because the other blue team were going up the lift hill way quicker than we were, but we really enjoyed it. We were getting chucked around quite a bit, but we thought it was kind of funny. We'll probably try out blue at some point and see if the track layout is any different, but we really like that coaster, and I think so far it's probably one of our biggest surprises of the day. Now the plan is to have a little look around Far West, then we are going to probably have an ice cream, chill out, and then find a spot for the fireworks.
So we have just got some ice cream. I've got the Tony Sundae, which does not really look like the picture, but I'm sure it's going to taste great. And Paul has gone for the fudge brownie milkshake. Do you want to give it a go? See what you think?
Yeah, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
This has the approval. Holly will give this a sample and see how she gets on.
we're here for the second part of our day one PortAventura vlog. Last night we saw the fireworks. Today we have half a day in the park before we head to Ferrari World. That opens at 4 o'clock. We will have a separate video on that, so make sure to go check that one out.
The weather is out today, so it's a much better start than it was yesterday. So until Ferrari World opens, we're going to go have an explore and see what else we can get out to in the sun.
So one area that we didn't go into and explore properly yesterday was the Polynesia area. We are going to be doing that today before we head over to Ferrari Land. So we walked through it briefly, went into the dino store and got a really cool dino hoodie. But we're going to explore this area properly, get on some of the rides and attractions here, and probably check out the little show that they've got as well. We're going to go on to Tiki Splash. It is an hour wait, so that is quite a long time, but we want to get on it and we want to check out the rides in this area, and at the moment this ride is the main ride that's in this area, so we are going to go check that out. I think we're going to get quite wet. We can't take you along, but please that we are. I'll show you when we get off.
So we've just come off to Tiki Splash. For me, it wasn't the greatest. It's all right. It's a typical water ride. But yeah, wasn't the best for me. What do you think, Molly?
To be honest, we waited so long for it that I didn't think that was worth it. When we got into the queue, it said it was going to be an hour and 20 minutes, and we nearly waited around 2 hours. So I really don't think that was worth it. It could have really done with some audio and maybe some kind of scenes to look at, but it really wasn't anything special. It went up, around, down, and then around, and then down, and even big drop, and it was just a bit like, oh, is that it? Now we're just wet, and we've just wasted 2 hours of our day here. But yeah,
we did get very wet, but that's probably about all we got out of it. So now we're going to explore this area and see what else we can do before we head over to Ferrari.
so for the rides in the Polynesia section, you have the Tiki wave, pirate ship, swinging boat, and you also have the canoes, which was a very small children's ride, and then also you have the Tiki Splash, which we have just been on.
So we're just walking around the Polynesia section. Really like the theming in this section. It sets an atmosphere for how it feels. The only bugbear we have at the minute is where it's a nice sunny day and there's a lot of stagnant water. You do get a little bit of an eggy whiff from the stagnant water. Probably a little bit to do with the fact that it's still and it's quite warm today. That's the only downside I'd say to this area. Other than that, it's really cool, really well themed, and yeah, let's keep having a look around. So that's it for our first day and a half here at PortAventura World. We've had a really great time. Particular highlight for us both is definitely Shambhala.
Next up is Ferrari Land. We are about to head there now. We will have another vlog coming, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.